Doo-doo-doo. Why isn't my mic connected? Hello. Jordan New Kick. What is going on, boys? We are back. Tottenham versus Crystal Palace. Yeah, Jordan, I hate to break it to you, but we're kind of doing the hate watch. Oh my goodness! Right off the bat, Vicario's called into action. Palace going through the long throw, knocked down. Adam Morton getting a clean shot off. It was a good save by Vicario, to be honest. Jordan feeling stressed. Noob Cake saying, come on, Crystal Palace. What are the score predictions for this game? What are we feeling? Proper relegation match right now. I'm hoping to see just absolutely horrendous football. Which, that's what I'm expecting to see. Bet taken for this game, under 2.5 goals. This game just stinks of a 1-1, doesn't it? I'm so happy West Ham and Wolves won. I mean, Wolves are relegated, no matter what happens. I don't know. I don't think they're mathematically down yet, but, the likelihood that they're going to save themselves, they've left it a little too late, in my opinion. West Ham, though, big win for them against Fulham. And I think they're on 28 points. Forest on 28 points as well. And then you got Spurs on 29. Spurs, they desperately need a win here, playing at home as well. Jordan saying a 1-1. That's what I'm feeling. Adam James, what's going on, man? Who's to blame for yesterday's loss? Everyone. Everyone's to blame. You know what I mean? I don't like signaling blame to just one person. And football's a team sport, you know what I mean? You win as a team, you lose it as a team. And honestly, there are some games, where there's guys who've been a liability and maybe have cost us the game. But this game specifically, I'm blaming everyone. I'm blaming the manager, the players, everyone. Everybody was piss poor, in my opinion. Adam, what's going on, man? Far up in here, what's going on? Who's better, Brobby or Richarlison? I actually kind of like Richarlison. You remember Everton Richarlison was fucking cold, Adam saying bye-bye Spursy. I'm predicting a 1-1, but I kind of do think Spurs are going to win this game. Man down here, though. Tell down. Adam Warden just stepped on his foot a little bit there. He'll be all right. Shake it off. Richie been one of our only good squad players only one of our good players this season. Yeah, man, I honestly, I don't mind him. He can be a bit of a meme sometimes, he's had those bad moments where he scores and then takes off his shirt just for it to be disallowed, but, he is a baller. Nerland saying a 3-2. Vote on the poll. I'm seeing 43% saying a draw right now. That's what I'm going with as well. I'm sticking with the 1-1. Ian, what's going on, man? Good to see you back up in here, bro. He said it'd be funny if Spurs lost again. They robbed us last season. Yeah. Dude, if they get relegated, that will be crazy. I don't actually want them to go down, but it would be funny. True. I mean, like they are, you know, they're not on the level of the top clubs in the Prem, but they're still a top English club. And you know, you want the Premier League to be as competitive as possible. But it would be hilarious. Spurs are going to go for a long throw here. It's got some good range on that. Easily headed away, though. Oh my gosh, who was that? Sar managing to find a shot there. Just wide past the post. I don't even know how he got that shot off. Counter debate, what's going on, my man? You confident with your Palace boys today? Strand Larson trying to hold it up. He's pulled down. Wins a free kick right by half. Best day of my life as a sports fan was a year ago winning Europa, and a year later is about to be the worst of my life. Dude, back-to-back seasons finishing like just barely outside relegation is crazy. And honestly, like this has definitely not been like one of the greatest Spurs squads we've seen over the years. Definitely not even close, but like you know, you look at their players, they're definitely better than the position that they're in currently. No joke, I think if they would have just kept Ange, they would be it still wouldn't be to the expectations of where they want to be at, but like they would be at least like around mid-table. Back-to-back seasons being bottom 5. I swear Ange gets you at least 10th. Ooh. Ooh. Early yellow card. It was a gross tackle right there, to be honest. A bit late there. Doesn't help 5 of our top scorers last season have all been out too. Sonny, Son gone, Matters, Kalu injured all season, Brennan sold, and Solanke being hurt all season. Yeah, they just need that new main man. Like you look at like this, they've always hung their hat on either Son or Kane. But now when you look at the Spurs team, like who would you say is the best player in this Spurs team? I really couldn't tell you. Who would you say is the best player on Spurs? Like I'm trying to think of it now. I literally can't think of. There is no standout best player. Kudos is class. Yeah, I forgot about him. Munoz is someone we can't afford to be injured. Didn't he just come back from injury too? Kudos 100%. Yeah, I literally forgot about Kudos. It is Kudos without question. What do I think about Atletico Madrid? I've always liked them. I've never really paid too much attention to La Liga. Um, you know, I would when Ronaldo was playing for Madrid, but like I'm more mainly Premier League. I watch a lot of Serie A as well, but I don't have anything like I can find one of those dodgy streams to watch La Liga, but I don't really have any streams to watch La Liga for the most part. Xavi Simons was good. He's good in FIFA 25. I actually like him. I think he'll be a good player. Worldwide Reds, what's going on, man? He says, mate, it's a mental issue for United. I think we have 90 minutes together. I think we have 90 minutes together twice this season. What do you mean? I think we have 90 minutes. What do you mean by that? Also appreciate the follow, man. I think Romero is good. I like Romero too. He's a bit reckless, but you know he's Argentinian, so you expect that. The South Americans they just go flying in sometimes. We have put 90 minutes together this season. Like, are you talking about like playing well for a full 90 minutes? Is that what you're talking about? I'm kind of confused what you're trying to say here, bro. Like, what does put 90 minutes together mean? Gallagher on the bench has been total crap for Spurs. I told you he's overrated. Yeah, like to be honest, he hasn't been great at Spurs. But even with what he's done now, I'd still taken him at United over what we have. Like long term, obviously you want better, but I'm still taking Conor Gallagher over Ugarte every day of the week. Richard's going for a long throw here. It's got some decent distance on it. It's headed away by Van de Ven. Munoz goes for a shot, and I think he's injured him. Yeah, he's injured. He's holding his knee, I think. We've only played good in one half of the game, most games. Okay, I get what you're saying, and I agree. It's always I've said this for time now. We play well in the first half, play shit in the second. We play shit in the first half, play well in the second. You're right though. There is a big mentality thing. Could have been a hand. Imagine. You guys saying handball on Koulibaly there? Or is that harsh? Yeah, there's no way Munoz is not coming out here. Is it his arm or what is he? It's his arm. Shoulder? Shoulder. I think he fell on it weird. What was his original injury when we got? Yeah, we got there. We got there. Nathaniel Klein. He's shit. Solanke or Richarlison? Richarlison for me. Dude, Gallagher's had one good 45 minutes against City. Other than that, he's been mid. Where do you think the biggest issues lie in the Spurs team? Like their defense is kind of just like falling apart. But I remember at the beginning of the season they were actually like pretty solid defensively, and then that just went all out the window. Munoz officially off. Nathaniel Klein coming in. Pen question mark on the handball? No, they didn't give that. Spurs corner here though. I think he has a broken arm. Fuck. Biggest issue? Let's start with what hasn't been an issue. And everything's the issue. They take the corner short. Sosa lofting it into the box. I think Solanke trying to get up for that. A little bit of a miscommunication by the Frenchman. Tell is on the ball now, though. He's going to try and take on Klein. Just easily goes by him. Half decent shot. Couldn't pick the corners, though. Dude, Klein's kind of shit. He looked like Malacia right there. To be fair, Spurs are not that bad. The managers have been shit like United. Bro, I miss Ruben. I don't care what anybody says. I miss Ruben. Good manager can turn Spurs into the top 10 easy with the same players. I'd honestly like to see Poch go back there. I honestly don't know why he's taking this the USA job. Malacia 100% at fault for Newcastle's winner yesterday. Yeah, it's just some like it was pretty good finish, but the defending on that was just laughable. Guy got spun around. Henderson or Vicario? Oh, bro, Henderson all day. Poch took the USA job because that was all that was available. There's no way that was the only thing available for freaking a manager of the level of Mauricio Pochettino. And I don't even really rate Pochettino that highly. But you're telling me, like maybe not the top clubs, and even then he still could have a shot at it. But you're telling me he couldn't be managing like a I'm trying to think. Like even managing like a Palace is better than the freaking U.S. national team. And I'm not. The U.S. national team's actually shit right now. Like I swear, and I'm not even just saying this because I'm Canadian. The Canada national team is better than the U.S. national team right now. Like player for player, USA is better, but the brand of football, the Canada plays better football or soccer. Spurs in the championship. That was going on, man. That'd be hilarious. To be fair, that Newcastle winner was a worldie. It was. It was a disgusting finish. I think Spurs should get Poch or DeZebri. I like both of them, honestly. I'd probably lean Poch. Verts, what's going on, man? He says, bro, did you watch the Arsenal Brighton game? EPL is at its all-time low. I wasn't watching that one. I was mainly paying attention to the Villa Chelsea, but I saw that shitty Saka goal. Shitty goalkeeping on that. But just from what I heard, like I saw the manager's interview after the game. He was just like basically calling Arsenal out for playing shit football, and they do. They need to change some of these rules. And you know what? It's not even like the just bait like the scoring off the fouling on the set pieces and shit is annoying, but the most annoying thing is the time wasting. They need to sort out the time wasting. Although, yeah, obviously United should have won against 10 men. Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, we shot, like, I thought Bruno was actually really good that game apart. It was unfortunate he gave away that penalty. Like, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot there. But, like, right, like, freaking 2 minutes later, he gets it back with a beautiful assist to Casemiro. And then he should have had two more assists that game. Like, that ball he put in for Lenny Yoro, man, that should have been a goal. To be fair, I don't even really blame Yoro for that. Like, it was just a good save, really. Great save. And then there was that other chance where he played Mbumo through that lovely weighted ball for Mbumo. And then he should have just finished it first time. I don't know why he's trying to take a touch there and set up Sheshko. Even if he was to take a touch, he was still better off just shooting after he took a touch than trying to pass it to Sheshko there. The time wasting and fouling is insane. Yeah, bro. It's just they need to sort it out. Like they need to be on top of that, like giving out cards and shit. Used to enjoy watching football on the weekends, and now my high is bleeding watching any EPL games. Counter debate saying handball should have been a penalty. I didn't even see this. Time wasting can't be arsed with VAR checking corners next season. Jordan says agree. Canada's been great. I'm actually shocked how good Canada has been. Arsenal being the best team in the league speaks volumes of how shit the other teams have been all season. This is why it pissed me off so much of like this season was a great opportunity for United to win the league. If we prepared properly from the start of the season, well, I'm not saying necessarily we would have won it, but we definitely could have been in there. And I always thought too, I'm like, when United is to win the league again, I don't think it's going to be like something, like kind of what Arsenal are doing or like what Liverpool did, where they were just like slowly each season getting closer and closer and closer till they did it. I just thought it was just going to be like an out of nowhere type of thing where they just like no one expects it and we just somehow end up winning the league, going on a crazy run or something like that. And that very well could have been, this was the season shaping up for that, from just how poor everybody else has been. And I still think City are going to win the league, but like they're not even really that great either, to be honest. That City Madrid game in the Champions League is actually going to be very interesting. Madrid have so many players injured right now. I think I know the main ones, Mbappe and Rodrigo have been the recent guys ruled out for that game, but like they're missing. I think they still got Jude out, I'm pretty sure, and what's the guy's name that they got from Bournemouth? Starts with an H. Housen. Camavinga too, I'm pretty sure is injured. Ooh, almost a nice ball there from Painha. The ball's alive still here. Two good goals from Forrest, says Adam, bro. What are your do you think City, like what percentage chance do you think City is going to end up winning the league? Like how confident are you? Malik, what's going on, man? It's going to be a draw. That was my original prediction. This game stinks of a 1-1. Ref's getting in the way. Yeah. That's kind of a bogus call there. Like, ref, get out of the way, man. The ref and VAR has cheated us. This is bad omen. You guys are going to get a sneaky one. I can feel it. I'm thinking like a back post Strand Larson header. It's all going down the right hand side here for Tottenham. Yeah, dude, they need Kudos back. They're just not really getting anything out of these wide guys. Was 85% before Forrest, probably about 60% now. Yeah, I mean, there's no way that Arsenal aren't going to at least draw one game. But that being said, like City could easily drop more points as well. It's going to be interesting. Another card coming out. Sarr going in the book for waving a pretend yellow to the ref. I don't rate Strand Larson. He's a shit Holland. He's been doing all right, though, since he's came in, hasn't he? He's bagged a few goals. Dude, you know who you guys need for next season? A little man that goes by the name of Brandon Thomas Asante. How many goals does Asante have in the championship this year? Ten goals for big bad Brandon Thomas Asante. Would have preferred to kept Eze. Yeah, I'm sure you'd want to have kept Elisa as well. We still have to go to Stamford Bridge though. Then Arsenal the week after. That City Arsenal game is going to be the defining game, 100%. And I think Arsenal, like, I feel like that's going to be the type of game where Arsenal, for once, is actually going to have to play against City and try and actually win. But they'll probably end up playing for the draw. Did he just give Spurs a free kick for that? They did. How is that a foul on Wharton? Pell's just gone straight over his back when he's just cleanly stepped in front of him. We're already almost 30 minutes into this game. This referee wants Spurs to stay up. Pedro Porro. Oh, wow, that shit. Oh my goodness, this Spurs team deserves to get relegated. Palace looking to counter here. Sarr just running out of room. Or sorry, that's not Sarr, that's Mitchell. Aiden, what's going on, man? Are Spurs doing anything? Not really. A couple decent shots. Tell had an opportunity, just couldn't really pick the corners. One of the Timu Glazers. Yeah, I forgot who it was. I think John was in here. He's been going on and on and on about how these new Palace owners are just like the worst people ever. So you don't want the Americans, man. They don't care about your football club. They just care about money. That's great hold-up play from Strand. Oh my goodness, Sarr's onside. Flag stays down. Can he finish this? Sarr, deflection? It's going in. Is the flag staying down? Palace 1-0 as of right now. Sarr not really celebrating, though. I think he thinks he's offside. He kind of looked on, though. What are you guys saying here? Let's see. I'm no joke. I swear he was on. Lovely hold-up play from Strand Larson there. I think he's behind the pass originally, though. This is going to be really tight. Like, he's past the defender, but I think he's behind the ball, no? Counter debate saying he's on. Deflection just loops right over Vicario. This is going to be a tight call. Grabinho, what's up, man? United win the fucking title? Not after a result like yesterday, bro. This is so tight. But like, you look at the pitch pattern there, the ball's in front or past him. He's behind the ball, no? It's going to come down to his knee. These angles of how they show these VAR decisions are so bad. 1-0 Crystal Palace. It's being checked right now. It looks very, very tight. Sarr the goal scorer, but it is a very, very tight call. I feel like it's going to be a goal. My vibes are saying goal. Here we go. Final decision. He's off. Offside. 0-0 it remains. Can we actually see how tight it was, though? Oh, here we go. What? His forehead is offside. That's crazy. The guy's a nose offside. Glasner's not having it. He literally points at his nose. He's a nose offside. And it remains 0-0. Van de Ven making a forward run here. He's staying forward, Van de Ven. Counter debates as a total bullshit. Looks like a goal. I kind of hate those ones when they're called off like that. Like when it's that tight. Look at this. Tell, can he find a shot? Tell? Deflection? Ooh. Corner here. Tell, hyping up the crowd. You can feel the energy in this stadium. I can feel it through the MacBook. Handball check. I don't think there's really anything in that. And now Spurs have scored. 1-0. Solanke. Oh my goodness. That's not what we want to see in this hate watch. They need that goal too. Wow. I don't see this one being disallowed. What was that, like freaking 2 minutes after the disallowed goal? It's poor defending. Howard, he's got two guys on him, and somehow he gets around them. Yeah, Wharton and that American guy needs to do better there. Drew, appreciate the follow. He says Tottenham getting relegated is better than Leicester winning the league. Well, that was a huge 3 points. Or, I mean, this would be a huge 3 points. Niza on the YouTube. What's going on, man? Good to see you up in here. I knew that was bad omens as counter. I'm still sticking with my 1-1 prediction. Oh, Sar. It's been played out wide right. Going to try and get a cross in. Dancel clearing it all the way back out to him out wide right. He's going to reset here. Crystal Palace are going to shift it around the back. It's going back out to Klein. Thought about a cross. Goes back. Palace just trying to put a ball in the box. Is easily cleared away. Still trying to put a little bit of pressure on them here at Palace. Kamada. Are Palace going to be able to respond here before the half? Still about 10 minutes left. Palace winning a free kick. They get it back in play quickly. Strand Larson tries to do a little flick. Sar's going to end up getting through here. He's pulled down by Van de Ven. Pen? Referee says pen and a red card. This Spurs team is so cooked. We love it. We love it. That's 100% a penalty. Strand Larson's dude, counter debate. Take back what you said about Strand Larson, man. He's been making things happen. A Van de Ven red card. Straight red, too. Such bad defending from Van de Ven, too. Like, how is he just even letting him get on that side of him in the first place? Someone asked me yesterday if I'd take Van de Ven at United. No. Like, the guy, he pushes too high up. He's always out of position. Confirmed red card and a penalty here. Look at dude, the Spurs fans literally look like they're about to cry in the stands. This better not end up like the United Newcastle game. Imagine 90th minute. Who does Spurs even have off the bench? It's going to be Sarr to take this penalty. Scored 5 of his last 5. Likes to go to the right side of the goal. He's scoring this. Slow run up. Sends him the wrong way. We are level again. Unbelievable. Liam got bad karma for making fun of Malacia and trained like Malacia today. Oh my goodness, no. Were you training with Pacific? Have you been playing in the last, like when they played against you, Vic, and The Vancouver team, whatever it was. I forgot what it was. MPA, what's going on, man? They're getting relegated. Oscar says, if Spurs get relegated, that's better for my team. We could get Mickey Van de Ven for cheaper. Van de Ven to Barca? I don't know. Is Van de Ven a Barca type player? You played in all of them. What? Who do they play against next? And are you playing? And is it here? Because I'd be down to come watch. He's a handsy flick type defender, pace, good on the ball, and left footed. But the guy was like, he's just like kind of bored. Like he lives out of position. They put Liam on an extension? Dude, why are they just going to give Liam the contract? Like, you know how many, like, they've had straight up just useless old forwards for how many years now? Like, they tell me they give Dario a contract, they won't give Liam a contract? Crazy. Spurs making changes here. Are Spurs getting relegated? I hope so, man. Koulibaly getting taken off. Gallagher and Yves Basuma coming on. How about y'all give us Lisandro Martinez? Y'all can the tuna, aka the shark, aka Fernan Torres. I'm good on Fernan Torres, but Martinez actually would be really good at Barca. He is a Barca type player. I mean, we'll give you Martinez. You give us Kubarsi. Like, thoughts? They're looking to sign 28-year-old left winger Nelio Teixeira. Nelio Teixeira, who celebrated his 28th birthday. Cold as ice pen? Yeah, that was a good pen. My original prediction for this game was 1-1. With the red card now, like, what's going to happen here? I think Spurs play Liverpool next too, don't they? I think that's what the commentator just said. But I think they get Romero back. They lose Van de Ven, but I think they get Romero back. Mr. Magic was going on, man. Goodbye, relegated. And you know what? Like, it very well could happen because the teams underneath them, even Wolves, apart from Burnley. Burnley are still classic Burnley. But, like, they're getting better. And Spurs are just getting worse. Oh, shit. I forgot to change the score. (3-1) to Palace. Updated prediction. Brennan Johnson off the bench. Is Brennan Johnson on the bench? I didn't even see the bench. He is on the bench. No Pino either in the starting 11. I thought he'd been good this season. They don't want to play football. It's not the manager. It's the players. They don't want. They don't want to play rub. Donovan hates Spurs. Tottenham against Man City. Prime 09 Barca. Oz, what's going on, man? 8 minutes of added time is crazy, but like really not that crazy because there was a long delay in that offside goal Palace scored originally, and then obviously you get the penalty and the red card to look at as well. But you know what? Spurs deserve this for sacking Ange after winning them the Europa League. Adam Morton slipping through Strand Larson, and he puts it through the keeper's legs. It's 2-1, and the Spurs team is so ass and are getting relegated. Oh my days. Strand Larson is fucking playing unbelievable footy right now. 2-1, up 1-0, down to 2-1 and a red card. Holy shit. Sack everybody at this club. The Spurs fans, they're not even upset anymore. They're just done. Dude, bring Adam Morton to United yesterday. Slips through Strand Larson. Vicario doing classic Vicario things. That's actually a really good finish. Through the legs. Look at that. Little glance up, puts it through his legs. Crystal Palace take the lead. Buzzfan says this is big. I bet Strand Larson to score and Solanke. Oof. Dude, you know what the most painful thing about the United game yesterday was? Not only did United lose to 10 men, I had under 2.5 goals, and I lose the bet from United losing the game and in the last minute as well. Keane, what's going on, man? Dude, they're going down. Down. They're either going to be even going further down in the championship. They're going to be playing against fucking #United in a couple seasons. I could see this being like them get 4 Palace. Still only the first half. They look completely defeated. I hope we sign Adam Morton. Bro, dude, imagine if we had a midfield 3 of Adam Morton, Tonali, and Bruno. Oh. They're giving out an extra playoff spot in the championship just to make sure Spurs go back up. Is that they're actually doing that, or are you just kidding? This guy's got his hand in his head, or his head in his hands. See, who's West Ham's next couple games against? Brent versus FA Cup, though. City, Villa, they got some tough games. Wolves. They got a lot of tough games. If they can somehow manage a draw against City or a Villa, that would be massive. Dominic Solanke with a little bit of space here. He's going to try and go himself, pushing it around Tyreek Mitchell. It does come up with the ball there, though, Mitchell. They're expanding the playoffs all the way to 8th for next season? What the fuck? Why? Well, oh my goodness, Sar. Oh my goodness, this first team is so ass. They're so ass. They're getting relegated 3-1, and it's not even halftime. And the fans are gone. They're leaving the stadium. They've seen enough, bro. This is crazy. Crazy. This stadium's going to be full on empty. And rightly so, man. They are shocking. Look, again, Adam Morton getting in the assist there. And you can't even blame this for them going down to 10 men, though. This is just laughable defending. Vicario is dog shit. He's got to go. This is hilarious. They're gone. They're showing them walking out of the stadium. When this halftime whistle, the boos are already going. The boos, I could turn the stream off and I'd hear the boos all the way from Canada when this halftime whistle blows. I guarantee. Peak life was going on, man, dude. This is crazy. And it's gonna get bad. Oof. Here are the boos. Oh my goodness. Halftime whistle. Dude, these players aren't getting out of the stadium alive. Like, this is brutal. You can't blame the play. Like, I mean, sorry, you can't blame the manager, honestly. Like, these players are just spineless. Lil Marlon, what's going on, man? Sarge up in here as well. What's going on, boys? Don't even hate Spurs. I just want to see them see what relegation would look like for them. Honestly, like that would be crazy. Easily the biggest relegation of my lifetime, at least. George, my man, I bet you're loving this right now. And it should be 4. Offside by a nose. 66% possession for Palace. I know Spurs had a red card, but like still. I really thought Spurs were going to win this game. I really don't understand how they're as bad as they are. Like, Danso is complete pants. We lost the final of this, I know. Unbelievable. I mean, technically it wasn't exactly this because they had Brennan Johnson, who they do not have anymore. Just to cap this off, how nice would it be if Brennan Johnson comes off the bench, scores, and then celebrates? Funniest 15 minutes of the season? Dude, Strand Larson has been causing so many problems. Counter debate. He said he's just a shit Holland, but the thing is, a shit version of Holland is still pretty good. Hansen says, I believe in a Tottenham comeback. What, comeback from the championship? How is a team in the round of 16 of the UCL this bad? Yeah, it honestly makes no sense. Can't believe Johnson is a Spurs legend. Now, I don't even understand why they got rid of him in the first place. I like Brennan Johnson. I think he's a good player. Wharton to United in the summer. I've always been, like, if it's between Elliot Anderson and Adam Wharton, I've always been Adam Wharton. Every time I watch him play, I think he's just absolutely brilliant. And imagine if we were to get Tonali as well and had a midfield three of Tonali, Adam Wharton, Bruno Fernandes, and then you got like your Kobe Manu off the bench as backup or whatever. We're winning the league. If you bring in those two and a left back that is actually useful and can get forward and actually cross the ball, we're winning the league. But Atletico Madrid would thrash them. Van de Ven should get attacked online. Why? Just why? Honestly, why? Like, he's so overrated. I don't understand it. I'm telling you, man, the guy was born. He lives out of position. Expressions must be having hemorrhage by now. He's definitely oozing with anger. Yeah, that midfield sounds insane and won't be bullied like last night. That's definitely one of the biggest things that we're lacking in this squad is and not even really just in midfield, like kind of just all over the field. Just the physicality. Like we a lot of points we've dropped this season is just down to getting bullied. That's why I'd even take like a Joe Linton would be fucking even better than what we have now. Joe Linton was dummying us yesterday. But like I'd even take like even someone like an Onana from not Andre Onana. He can go straight to hell. But Amadou, is that his first name? The Villa Onana. I've always liked him. Even when he's at Everton, I wanted him. Alex says I'm taking a break from footy next year. Are you a Spurs fan? Dude, this stadium is going to be completely empty by the end of this game. Stop the timer. Oh, appreciate it. True. We gotta switch to half as well. Going back to United and the shit that happened yesterday. I still been meaning to rewatch that game, even though it was disgusting. What are your expectations for United at the end of the season? Because of the likelihood, I don't think we actually are going to beat Villa, to be honest. I think a draw from that, we need at least a draw. I don't think we're as good as we have been since Caracas came in. Like we're seeing our true identity. Alessandro, what's going on? What's going on, man? Jojo up in the YouTube, what's up, man? He says the Spurs content creator is gonna need to apply to Subway. LOL. Imagine just be like you're in Expressions or something, and you got to do your watch-alongs for the championship. Hilarious. Champions League team to get relegated. Stockport in the Spurs Stadium next season. And Bumo hurt me. We could have scammed the win. Yeah, he's been poor, man. He needs to find that form that he was in at the start of the season. Like when he came back from AFCON, he was looking like he was that player from the start of the season again. But then he's kind of he hides a lot. I definitely think he's better when he's playing out wide than when they try to play him at striker, though. It'll be interesting. What do you think the front three is going to look like against Villa? I think you got to keep Šeško in there. Honestly, from the front three yesterday, I actually thought he still wasn't great, but compared to everybody else, I thought Cunha was the best one. For a game like that, though, I wouldn't be against playing a front three, starting a front three of Ahmed and Bumo Šeško, and then bringing Cunha in off the bench. No, I love Cunha so much, but honestly, his best performances this season for us, I feel like, have been off the bench. And especially in a game like this, too. Like, this is going to be the game where, our subs are going to be the difference makers. Swapping Bumo for Ahmad. Yeah, I was thinking that too, but I'm not too sure. Because even when Mbumo's not necessarily playing good, he somehow always manages to come up with an assist, like a goal or an assist. We just need, I'm begging out. We desperately need somebody, whether that's a winger or a fullback, who can cross the ball. Nobody crosses the ball on this team. Ahmed don't cross it, and Bumo don't cross it. Sometimes you get a cross from our fullbacks when they're, way deep, and they're always shit to nobody. We don't have a guy that just drives the line and crosses it in. We're always crossing it from the corners of the 18-yard box. Sometimes it works for us. Usually if it's Bruno, if it's anyone else, it's just a fucking nobody. That's the biggest. Obviously we need midfielders, but it is also very important that we get fullbacks that have pace and can cross. Cross the ball to the fucking 6'5" guy who can jump out of the stadium. It's really not that hard. And it's so frustrating to watch too, because we'll have moments where we can transition quick and play direct and maybe make something happen, where we have space to make things happen. And then we just slow down the play we're actually going to try to break them down a little bit. And then We swing it around the back. We build up the play till we have everybody in their half. We swing it around the back, and then we'll play it back, and then we end up just crossing it to nobody. It's the same thing every single time. And they always want to do these long balls through the middle as well. Like I remember Mizraoui. There was one where he's just trying to play these straight balls over the top, trying to find Mbumo when he's got Dan Burn on him. In what universe is Mbumo going to beat Dan Burn in the air? Like, why are we even trying that shit? We're missing Patrick. When he comes back, you think he could come back as a left wing or a left back? Should get a Malacia shirt? No, thank you. But actually, I might. I think I'm low on toilet paper. I might get a Malacia shirt. RNG, what's going on, man? Frown, what's going on? What's the Sar Hattie for the FPL? He should have had it. That he was a nose offside. He had a goal disallowed earlier. Call was as tight as it gets. Malacia's first and last minutes yesterday. Yeah, dude, he can't ever be playing again. Even if we have to play like I would rather have Xerxes at left back than ever see Malacia play ever again. Notorious, what's going on, man? He says this game is pretty crazy, man. Spurs aren't good. They're just awful. Like all over the park, they're shit. We are about to get this second half started up again, though. Is that not the forward's fault for not getting on the end of the crosses? No, like they're literally nowhere near him. Nowhere near him. Like, you know, if it was a little close, if like they're close, somewhat close to him, then maybe you can make that argument. But the shit's going like fucking 10 yards over the guy's head. Name another team that's had 10 plus players injured every single game of the season. United. And like these guys, like they're not even injured, bro. They're just soft. The Spurs team is just full of softies. Monthar, what's going on, man? Boys, if you want Spurs to get relegated, make sure you hit that like button. Let's see what Tudor has in store for this second half. I'm gonna say it's gonna be more of the same. MUFCD, appreciate the follow, man. United really let Spurs win the final. But, like, to be fair, our team this year compared to the team last year is not the same whatsoever. Like, you don't got to deal with fucking Hoyland. You don't got to deal with Rat Nacho. You don't got to deal with Onana. Like, the fact that there was a game, like, I remember seeing lineups where you're seeing a midfield partnership of fucking, like, what, Eriksson and Mainu? Like, that's a laugh. And like with Harry Amass starting left back or left wing back. Oh my goodness. Danso free header. Henderson pushes it away. I think it's another corner here. Still booing the fans. Or still booing the fans are proper stupid. What's the point of that? They're trying to send a message. You got the one guy clapping for him, though. Three ACLs and an ankle surgery is soft shit. My bad. Yeah, bro. Like just walk it off. Like, you know, rub some dirt in it. Get back out there. Another Tottenham corner here. Can he find Danso again? Tell lofted ball to the back post. Someone did get on it there. There's some shouts for a handball. Crystal Palace are clearing it away. Look at this. Spurs actually playing a little better here at the start of the second half. Nah, I think, well, they play, you clap them, complain after the game makes more sense. I mean, the game's over. Shit's over, bro. The Spurs team is as cooked as it gets. Kenny, what's up, man? He says, Tottenham, I didn't believe before, but now I'm a believer. Relegation is calling. As of January, Spurs players missed over 100 more days to injury than United. How our medical team? Dude, why did you guys sell Brennan Johnson? That's something I never understood. I thought he was one of your guys' better players, to be honest. If Tottenham got relegated, would you take Basuma at United? Or, I mean, either way, would you take Basuma at United, even if they didn't get relegated? Thought Simons was the answer. I think I actually don't mind him as a player. I'm not entirely sure he's a Premier League player, but I do still think he's a decent player. Like, I could see him at like an Inter. As a backup to a proper six, yes, for Basuma. That's the thing too. Not only do we need these players in these positions, but we also need backup for them as well. How long does Mason Mount's contract run till? Because he's been somebody who's just been so disappointing. But like, I actually do like him a lot as a player, but obviously just with his injuries, it's not even worth having him anymore. 2027, jeez. How old is Mountain? There's no way that he's gonna retire before he turns 30. 100%. One more year of paying. Yeah, 250K is mad. We have so many guys on money that just like way too much money. Like even Casemiro as well. Like respect to him for what he's done. He's always like he's been good for us, but like 300K a week good might even be more than 300. Think we can dominate Villa because of the high line they play? I don't know. I could honestly see it being similar to the Newcastle game as well. Like, I think we'll get bullied in that game as well. The only confidence I really have going in it, like if we were playing away, I would be a lot more scared. But playing at Old Trafford might give us the extra boost. When Mount is healthy, he's class, but he's just made of glass. Yeah, I know. I like Mount a lot. It's just the injuries that's let him down. But like we need more players like Mount, not in terms of injuries, but just in terms of players just with high footballing IQ. Like yesterday, the fact that I'm watching guys that are professionals for any team that matter, but let alone Manchester United, and you're passing it straight directly out of bounds when you have no pressure on you and you can't even make a 10-yard pass. You're passing it straight out of bounds and I'm supposed to take you seriously. United blew it. They could have had potential run for the FA Cup, but let go to Brighton. Yeah, that game was a joke. But honestly, if it came down, like if you asked me, would you rather win the FA Cup again or qualify for the Champions League? I'm taking the Champions League. That was even from the start of the season. Like that was my main focus of how we were actually going to do in the league. Like we've just won both cups semi recently. I want to see this. This was the season I wanted to see like some solid, consistent performances in the league. Which like this up until this last game, obviously we found a little bit of consistency, but still like it hasn't struggling with that throughout the season. But we're still in a good spot. Like my expectations start of the season, we've been exceeding expectations, in my opinion, this season. Considering all the bullshit that happened last season, and even before Ruben got sacked, I thought we were exceeding expectations. Because I had us finishing between like 6th and 8th. But honestly, I'm still not really convinced that we'll even finish top 5. Like we may be 3rd right now, but I still believe Chelsea and Villa have better squads than we do. If Emery would have got sacked a month or two earlier, we would be 2nd right now. I don't believe that, man. I really don't. Nushir, what's up, man? He says, do they get relegated? What happens if good players from this squad also goes? It's not looking good. Yeah, dude, I'd imagine they're probably going to end up losing half their squad. Spurs. And I think my MacBook just died. Oh, man. Chelsea squad's actual dog water. There's only like 3 or 4 good players. I wouldn't say dog water, bro. Like, their midfield's better than ours. Their defense is better than ours. But I would say we have better forwards. That's about it. Like, you're telling me that freaking Enzo and fucking, what's that Ecuadorian fuck's name? Why am I forgetting? Caicedo isn't better than fucking Casemiro and Menu. Esteval, Enzo, Caicedo, Palmer, like Cucurella, Reece James, like these guys are all better than what we have. Like if we have our starting center backs, I'll take our center backs. Like if it was like Delict Martinez, I'll take those two. And I actually don't think I like Joao Pedro too. I think Sheshko's better, but Joao Pedro's still a good player. But even their bat, like Gusto is still fucking better than any fullback we have. Okay, we got the game back. Whew. Fullbacks are rubbish except for Mizraoui, my Moroccan king. Yeah, I like Mizraoui, like, cause he's not crazy, like he's not super standout, but like he comes in, he can play several different positions, and like he's giving you that 6, 7 out of 10 performance each game. You know what I mean? Like you know what you're gonna get from a Mizraoui. I think he's not really that good in the final third. But like he's calm on the ball. You know, I trust him when we play out of the back. I think his crossing could definitely improve. I know a lot of people were complaining about Dallo yesterday. Normally I do prefer Mizraoui over Dallo, but that specific game I actually thought Dallo was better. But to be fair to Mizraoui, he really hasn't played that much. Kind of says we need one more goal to kill this game. I don't think we playing that well second half. Yeah, Spurs have definitely turned it up here, but how long will it last? Spurs got half an hour to try and pull this back. The Spurs fans are starting to believe a little bit more. They've cut the booing out. And they're actually backing them right now. How do you even recover as a Spurs fan getting relegated the same season Arsenal win the league? Who is Spurs' next game against? I think the commentator said City, though, right? Dude, their next league game. Oh, sorry, no, I'm reading this wrong. Liverpool is their next league game, but after that, they play Forest, and that's going to be a freaking ridiculous game. David, bro, what's going on, man? Spurs are shit. They're just straight dog shit. They looked good for about 10 minutes. After that original Sar goal got disallowed, they looked good for like 5-10 minutes. Then they just fell off a cliff. Actually, they started this. To be fair, they started the second half a bit better, but I'm not seeing another goal from them. From be honest. Brennan Johnson, the ex-Spurs man, getting ready to come on here. This was just cap off this game. We need to see a Brennan Johnson goal against his former club and him to celebrate their relegation. But even if they do manage to stay up, where does Spurs go from here? Because next season it's going to be more of the same. And who are they going to like? They're not going to be able to attract any type of big names. They somehow managed to scrape Champions League football for this season, and they still couldn't attract any big names. So without Champions League football, you're finishing, if they do manage to finish, just outside of relegation. Like, well, they're not going to sign any quality players unless they actually are going to decide to actually spend big money, which they never want to do. It's just going to continue. Like, realistically, what is the level of play? Like, if Spurs were to go for one of the top players in the world, who realistically could they get? Austin says Spurs going down, dude. It's looking like it. They're getting worse and worse and worse. No one? Yeah. I'm thinking, like, to be honest, I don't even know how they got fucking kudos. I'm thinking, like, I don't even know, man. Like, even if you are like a top quality player and you have like you can't maybe not maybe the level of going to like a City or an Arsenal, United, Liverpool, Chelsea, or something like that. I'm going to Villa and Newcastle before I'm going to Spurs. Shit, I'd even play for Brighton before I play for Spurs. Spurs are going to they're going to turn into like a Fulham. Pigeon hiding on the sidelines or Charlison. They were a top 6 club once. That is long gone. Oh my goodness. Sar had tons of space out wide. He tried to put it in Strand Larson, but it was cut out. Brennan Johnson, here he comes. Let's see it. I've always wondered why they were ever considered a top 6 when they haven't won a thing. Well, I mean, they had that period for a long where they solidified themselves as like consistently qualifying for the Champions League. Like they were there were several seasons where they were above Arsenal. Who would you say is the top 6 now? Like who ranks higher? I know Villa's doing better than Newcastle right now, but just as a club, who's better, Newcastle or Villa, or who would rank higher? Oh my days! Good save, Henderson at the near post. Denies Solanke. Newcastle? Yeah, I was thinking Newcastle too. I got more respect for Villa though, because like Newcastle, you know, it's like the city type shit. Like they're only good because they got a fucking shit ton of money pumped into them. What do you think of Tottenham, dude? They're fucking shite. I still think it's Tottenham because Villa were shit recently, except now. I kind of think Newcastle are stealing that spot from them, though, even though Newcastle haven't been, great this season, but they'll turn it around. They're only going to get better and better each season, even though they did take a step back, but you're losing one of the best strikers in the world that they had last season, even though they did well to replace him in Voltamata, but it'll be interesting to see what Newcastle do next year, because from what I hear, they're like, it sounds like they're going to lose Tonali, and I think there was someone else that there was rumored to leave as well. It was Bruno Guimaraes too. I think I was rumored to leave at the end of the season. Hendo a sick goalie, dude. I've been meaning to make a video of talking about who's a better keeper between Lemens and Henderson. Because I wonder what the universe where Henderson just ended up staying at United and we never got Onana. I wonder what that actually would have looked like. Strand Larson. Ooh! His career would have ended up like Heaton's. I don't think he would have. I think he definitely would have been better than Onana. Like you could have fucking put me. You could have put me in net, cut both my arms and my legs off. Actually, you could just blow me up into a million pieces and just throw a pile of my freaking dead body bits in the middle of the goal, and I'd still do better than Onana. It's the one thing, like, I can't take Henderson seriously, though, because I can't ever take a goalkeeper. There's two things I will never take a goalkeeper seriously doing. If a goalkeeper is wearing a hat, I just don't rate them. Can't take them seriously. Henderson loves a good old hat in the sun. I don't care if the sun's completely in your eyes. Take off that fucking hat. That and wearing pants as a goalie. That's another criminal thing. Henderson was not good at United. He wasn't. He was kind of just like average, you know what I mean? But still, average is better than what Onana was. Phil, what's up, man? You can take one Spurs player. Who would it be? Uh, Kudos. Sar. Wouldn't mind a Pedro Porro too, honestly. Counterbait saying Kudos. Yeah, Kudos is definitely the standout one. You know who I actually like a lot? He's only on loan at Spurs, isn't he? Tell's only at Spurs on loan, right? I actually like Tell a lot. You put him in a better team, I think he'd be a really, really good player. Xavi Simon's getting ready here. Is it Simons or is it Simons? Because I hear different pronunciations literally every time I hear this guy's name. And then it's also different spellings as well. I see some people spell it with one M, some with two. Give me a 1 for Simons, 2 for Simons. Simons? He was bought on. He's permanently at Spurs, eh? Well, then is Koulibaly alone? I swear one of those guys was alone. The pigeon coming in. Richarlison. Pedro Porro is fuming. Bergvall, I fuck with Bergvall too. I like him a lot. Pedro Porro not having fucking any of it. Thought Tell was alone. Hey, Jack Glancy, you absolute legend, coming in here showing some love with the freaking super chat. Big up, Jack, boys. Drop the love hearts in the chat for the boy showing the love to the stream. He says, I remember seeing a video of a world-class save from a dog. It was an amateur game. Someone shoots at, and the dog runs into the ball. Onana wish he could make such a low save. Dude, I would rather, like, this might be a throwback. Or I don't even know if this is like a thing in the UK if you had this, but you remember the Air Bud series? And you remember like when Air Bud was playing footy? I would rather have Air Bud than Onana. And I really wish I was joking. But Jack, let's go. What's going on, man, dude? Good to see you up in here, man. Appreciate the super chat. Always love. And Harry Maguire with the follow on TikTok? Shout out Slab. Adam says, you think Onana will be back up to Lemon next season when all your loan players are back? Nah, Onana's... I don't know what's going to happen there. Maybe Rot's on the bench, I don't know, but he's not taking Lemon's spot. There's no shot in hell that happens. Oh, shit. Onana makes Air Bud look like Prime Lawyer. It's true, though. Does your personal soccer team still have games this season? We do. We're in the semifinals of the Cup, which we play on Saturday against the first place team in the league. So that should be a good game. Even though they haven't beat us in the league, we drew them the first game 3-3, and then we beat them 2-1 in the second game. And then I think we got 2 league games left as well. We're trying to battle for promotion. Yid, what's going on? I just end my suffering. Like that last 10 minutes of the first half literally just decided this game. Because like honestly, Spurs, even with the 10 men, they haven't even really looked that bad in the second half. Who did you have to beat to get there? We played so we're in Div 3. Anybody really who has any interest in this? There's 5 divisions where I live. We're in Div 3. We started all the way up from the bottom. But we're in Div 3 now. First game of the Cup, we beat a Div 4 team. The Cup's the Div 3, Div 4 teams. Second game, we beat a Div 3 team. Third game, we beat the top Div 4 team. And now we're in the semifinal against the top Div 3 team. %1 faith, 0% chance of Onana being on the first team. And like, I don't even want him to be back on the bench too, because it's like, I don't want him to be at the club at all. Like, he is just straight up cancer. And like, I feel like if even just having him in training, it's going to be bad for us because like our players are going to think they can like score from certain angles because they're scoring on Onana in training, but like it's just never going to happen against like a real goalkeeper. It'll be interesting if they sack their manager after this game. Spurs, bro, there's no point. Like, no manager is going to be able to save them from this. You play on the Lake Hill Div 1 team? Dude, that's sick. You guys are doing decent this year, no? What place are you guys in? Even the Wi-Fi at Spurs has failed. Horrid start, but we were in third in the league in quarters of the cup. I'm looking at the table right now. I said you guys are in fourth. Gorge is on 29. You guys are on 28. But you have they have a game in hand actually. Vic West is just fucking crazy. 93 goals for. Like they need to go into a different league. Shit is too easy for them. Hey, bro, and I don't know who you are, and I'm sure you enjoy playing Div 1, but the Sagres will take you with open arms every single day of the year if you want to take the drop down into Div 3. But we're going to get promoted. Because even if we come in third, I believe the JDF team doesn't want to get promoted, so we'll have to play a challenge game. Who's even on this Lake Hill team? I don't know any of the. Oh, I know Jonah. I went to school with Jonah. Good player, very good player. Salem works out of my gym. The guy is a beast. 25 goals in 17 games, dude. Salem's like he's been one of my very good friends for many years now. He's playing. He's just, been playing with Pacific in the preseason. I've seen that guy grow from being a little scrawny kid, literally one of the worst soccer players I've seen in my entire. No, that's a bit of a stretch. But literally going from a silver level youth soccer player to being one of the best players in the city. It's crazy. Only Adam wasn't the captain. You don't. I mean, I can understand why people don't like Adam, but like if you actually get to know him, you'd like him. He's a bit intense, definitely, and that's also my brother. If you didn't put that together. Big Sam getting his coat. 7 minutes left. Bayinder's going back to Turkey. Even as a backup keeper, I don't even rate Bayender. I'd honestly rather call up a youth keeper than play any of those guys, or even just having them as backup keepers. Onana coming back to United when his loan is over, he is going to be there too because he's not. No other team is going to pay those wages, so he's 100% just gonna fucking milk us. Spurs free kick, still 5 minutes left plus whatever added. A goal here could potentially change everything. He's gonna stay till his contract expires. Yeah, 100%. I don't even. How do you know, Kenny, how long his contract is even for? Like Ten Hag literally brought some of the worst players I've ever seen play for United to this club. Like the only good ones that he brought, De Ligt and Martinez. Everybody else is shit. And Euro, I believe. I only really know on your team is Rui, absolute baller. He's actually not on our team anymore. His dad was coaching us at the start of the season, and he kind of got he's not he got the sack, and Rui went with him, which was disappointing. I like Rui. I wish you would have stayed. But we got a lot of ballers. We got a lot of older guys that used to play Div 1. We got a good balance of guys. We need wingers though. We're desperate need of wingers. Smell a Sar. That's a fucking unbelievable cross. Almost found Mitchell. And the other Sar, the Spurs Sars, came up there, taking it away from him. So are Rashford and Sancho. Wait, what? I forgot even what I said. Onana on 120K a week? You think Tottenham getting relegated? Honestly, they keep playing like this 100%. Onana was such bad business. Paid him so much money after a Champions League appearance behind a goated defense. Yeah, I don't even understand why we got rid of De Gea in the first place. And I remember everybody turned on De Gea towards the end, even when he went on to win the Golden Glove, which is crazy to me, with the shocking defense. And everybody turned on him just because he couldn't play with his feet. And then I was the crazy one for saying I'd rather have a goalkeeper that makes saves. And I originally said that it doesn't matter if you have a goalkeeper that can play with his feet or not. And everybody was like telling me I'm an idiot. And I'm like, okay, you don't want the goalkeeper that makes fucking outstanding saves? You want one that can play with his feet? Okay, go ahead. Now guess what? You got a goalkeeper that can't make saves or play with his feet. I hated the De Gea hate. I remember his debut and his slow rise to the legend status. Dude, me as well, man. I watched his entire United career. He's one of my favorite United players ever. And he doesn't even get them the amount of respect that he honestly deserves. Like if it wasn't for him, we would have been like he kind of kept us afloat for all those years. Like he's been doing what Bruno's been doing for us. You know Nana's magic feet, bro. Nana's got two left feet. 5 minutes of additional time. This is over. Everyone wanted an Ederson. Even guys like Ederson, I'm just like, okay, yeah, there's a time and place, where it'd be nice. You want your goalkeeper to, be composed with his feet or whatever. But like even Ederson, I've seen fucking around, trying to play out of the back when he should just launch it away and giving up a goal. Not cutting my hair till Tottenham win one game in a row. They play Liverpool next in the league, but then Forest, that Forest Spurs game is going to be ridiculous. And Forest are actually decent against. They look decent against City. I just saw the highlights of the game. I didn't actually watch it live, but good goals. Ew, Chavi! Like, what is that? Like, how can you watch? Look how empty the stadium is right now. How can any Spurs fan watch this? They lose both of those, they're done for. Honestly, it'd probably be better for them to get relegated. It'd be a little bit of a wake up call. Because again, like what I was saying earlier, if they manage to stay up, it's just going to be more of the same shit next season. Oof. Audrey, what's going on, man? Tottenham are cooked. So cooked. Kind of says to be fair to Spurs, they played well with 10 men in the second half. Losing like this at home, too, though, is just bad. Greatest performance I've seen by Spurs in a while. And then they got Liverpool next with no Van de Ven, but I think they get Romero back. There's full time. Palace 3, Spurs 1, and more booze coming out in the stadium. This makes me feel better about the United game yesterday because, like, it's tough. It is really tough being a United fan sometimes, but then you got to think to yourself, it could always be worse. You could be a Spurs fan. My Arsenal Iran ball is better watched than Tottenham today. Jordan, bro, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I do want Spurs to get relegated. It's funny, but I feel bad for you, man. Ava, what's going on? The Forest game will be huge for them. Oh, absolutely. And it has to, like, if they lose that game, at the very minimum, they have to drop. If they lose that game, they're cooked. Even bigger than the Europa League final, 100%, bro. You know what that will do to the club getting fucking relegated? They're going to lose half their team. Okay, we got to do a quick poll, though. Don't answer the question from like what you want to happen and just because it'd be funny to see Spurs get relegated. Give me like your honest opinion of if Spurs are going to get relegated or not. Because even though they are having a shocker and it's funny, I kind of still think it's going to be West Ham that go down. I feel like the Tudor put some pressure on them when he was asked if they will get relegated or not. And he was just like, absolutely not. Spurs need a new coach, bro. That's not even the coach though. Like, it's been the same shit for the last 2 seasons. They've had 3 different coaches. They're just like the players are just ass. Like it was always going to be a transition away from go like always going to be a transition away from losing a player like Harry Kane and Son. But like I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Jordan says, Troy, 100% Spurs are getting relegated. We won't win another game this season. We are the worst team in the league, and it isn't even close. I mean, like, in terms of, I just still think you could turn it around. Like, all you need, like, one win could change everything. In terms of the brand of football you guys are playing, you very well could be right. Spurs are the worst team. But, like, the personnel, like, you guys got some good players. Like, you should not be this low. When the Spurs go 3-1 down. Charlie, what's going on, man? That's funny. Spurs need a new logo. Is that what it is? Dude, they need a new goalkeeper so bad. Like, Vicario is so ass. My only hope is Kudos comes back stronger than ever, but we can't rely on one player. When is he supposed to come back? Turboy, what's up, man? He says, I'm glad Son left Spurs on the perfect time. Yeah, dude, he doesn't want to be a part of this. I don't even really pay too much attention to the MLS. How is he even doing for LA? You know what was a weird MLS signing that happened recently was James Rodriguez to fucking Minnesota, I think. It's fucking. I'm pretty sure it was Minnesota. It's cold in Minnesota, man. There's a Colombian doing it in Minnesota. He's killing it in the MLS song. Kudos should be back end of the month. Vicario's pants. Are there any actual good FA Cup games this weekend? See which ones I might be live for. Arsenal versus Mansfield Town. That's going to be a great game at 4:15 a.m. Kidding me? Chelsea Wrexham could be a bit interesting. Newcastle City will be good. Except it's late. It's late in the day, though. I don't know if I'll be able to. Kind of clashes with my game. Sunday. It's a lot of crap. Fulham, Southampton, Port Vale, Sunderland, Leeds, Norwich. Yeah, it's all crap. Werner went to San Jose Earthquakes. I saw that. Yeah, MLS, they've been making some good moves. All right, boys. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure. I gotta go eat something, though. But, yeah. If you haven't already, hit the like button on the stream. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. You're watching on TikTok. Come over and join the YouTube family. Link is in my TikTok bio. You can search the Casual Fan up on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Turn the bell on so you know when your boy goes live or post a video. Other than that, hope you guys have a brilliant rest of your night. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.